What in the moons? Ah, my fur! What was in this bucket? Whatever your death wish is, it's granted! Oh, my head. Just tell me what you're doing here before I turn your heart into a tomato. Oh, really? Taznas is still kicking around? A little good news to go around with all this bad. Like a fly in wine. Be careful of the wine, by the way. There's flies in it. I didn't say that. Well, what I mean is that I'd like to, but if Taznasi wants me for my magical skill, I have some bad news. My focus is gone. I mean my other focus. My arcane focus. A bubble to focus magica. I'm useless without it. I may have planned it. To Lulius and Skippy never know. I'd give the gold back, but Kazda's really gouging the price of a bottle these days. Even the swill in this flop house. The Avernos are inside. Get my focus back, and I'll owe you. Ugh, well, sometimes my power gets a little out of control. The Mages Guild was supposed to help me master it, but they take a dim view of people breaking curfew and getting drunk on kitchen duty and throwing up in the soup. When I need to cast a spell, I channel my magicka through the focus. It helps me weave everything together. Without it, my spells come out like tangled yarn, and the results are, well, unpredictable.
Turn.
Everyone stand still. You're making me crazy. Just need to concentrate. Focus the power. Imagine the destination. All right, here we go.
What the?
So far, so good. Now, Vol.
You're sure?
To quote the barkeep, you look sick. This one prefers his feet.
Thought I lost you. Moons, you're not hurt, are you? All your limbs in place? And Nazdar's looking pretty good, actually. Now the not good. You and Nazdar didn't quite make it to where I intended, and it will be a while before I can cast something like that again. You'll have to make your own way here. There is a basic rule of spellcraft. Do not attempt while drunk, or while recently drunk. Never been great with rules. I ended up losing control of the spell while attempting to teleport you and Nazdar. Sorry about that. Taznasi wants you and Nazdar to make your way to the base of the South Tower. That's where we're waiting. She also was very insistent. Avoid killing any of the guards. She says it will raise alarms, but I know the truth. It's because Taznazi used to run with them. They were all part of Dashing Dasalso's crew back in the day. She tries to act like she doesn't care about them after they exiled her, but it's a lie. Northwest? East? Ish? You'll have to come through the courtyard, which means avoiding patrols. Don't get caught. Taznas is going to be pretty upset if you kill anyone.
Your knees shouldn't make that noise, right?
They should make no noise, Vol.
Nazdar did well to get us inside, but it looks like this strain was more than he could handle. He needs rest. Which means Taznazi needs to change her plans. Vol is the closest thing we have to a healer. He might be able to get Nazdar moving again, but he needs time, which means he won't be able to pick the locks on Kazda's vaults. This one has other business in the palace. When she's done with it, she will meet you at the entrance to the vault, on the lower floors. Taznazi has always said she was innocent of the Salzo's death, and she knows in her heart that Kazda was behind it. She must have proof, not to show the stitches, but to quiet her own soul. She needs that more than her share of the gold. Take care getting the keys. The thugs in this palace are Kazda's most loyal, and just as vicious and cruel as he. Expect no mercy and give none. That was different. Many of the keep's guards were close to the Salzo. They follow Kazda only because they must. The lapdogs in this palace are loyal to Kazda alone. The ones who are closest to Kazda do not show loyalty because they are virtuous, but because he allows them to indulge their worst impulses. I am not telling you to punish them, only that they won't be missed by anyone in the stitches.
There's a narrow conceited knight behind you. One friend left in this world, it seems. Not for much longer. Cut! Regret crossing Kazda!
He's getting away! Untie me! After him!
Please, Taznasi, spare me!
Shut up, Kazda! One more word from your lying tongue and Taznazi will claw it out! He did it. Everything Taznazi suspected him of. He killed the Salzo. He had her take the blame. He was proud of it. Now that I have my claws at his throat, he discovers the meaning of mercy. He took this one's home from her, the only one she has known, and he couldn't give it back if he wanted to. She has no proof but his word. Even if he confessed and cleared her name, the stitches she would return to is not the one she left behind. One joy is left to Taznazi, to kill Kazda. Then she leaves this all behind her, for good. I will. After that, I will find the others. Meet back at my camp, on the outskirts of town. There will be no returning to the stitches for me after this.
Don't be stupid, Taznasi. Name your price! Riches, weapons! Skuma.
Taznazi only wants one thing of little value. Your life. The job is done. Maybe we didn't leave the palace with everything Taznazi promised, but this is the stitches. If everything went as it should, none of us would be here. Now, we go our separate ways. Take Taznazi's advice. Leave the stitches before it falls apart completely. This one has no great sum of wealth, but she owes you something for saving her skin. Unlike most in these parts, Taznazi remembers her friends. This one regrets getting you caught up in her affairs, but she is glad to have crossed your path. Things would have gone very differently had you not come back for her. Moon's willing we meet again, eh? Work another job? One with a better payout? Taznazi cannot say. The job is done. We have no obligations to one another any longer. She wishes them well, but she has her own way to walk. Taznazi said she wants to leave this all behind. She wants to forget. She doesn't need any more reminders of the life she lost. Taznazi wants to put this place far behind her. Maybe she will head south, try Corinth. Taznazi is not sure she even knows what that is, but perhaps.
Well, the Stitches are in for a rough time of it. Kazda's gone, and all that's left are a bunch of outlaws that see a mountain and an empty chair at the top. Time to find a keg, a room with sturdy locks, and ride this whole thing out.